I'm Deepak Thakur. I'm working as a VP with Hibiscus Petroleum Company, Hibiscus Petroleum Berhad. I have done graduation in petroleum engineering from Indian Institute of Technology, Dhanbad, India. And post that I did my master in MBA in finance from Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, India. I completed my CFA in 2016. I got charter in the same year, by end of the year. Few things is, let's start with why do we do CFA? As you know, CFA is a gold standard for someone who wants to pursue their career in finance or in investment horizon, right? It's a one-time investment, but you reap the benefits throughout your career. But it requires you to study diligently for 2 to 3 years before you obtain your charter, right? So for me, it was not an easy process. It has a lot of sacrifice had to be done, but I would just say it's worthwhile to make those sacrifices. But if you are putting a lot of effort with your indomitable perseverance, you will definitely get through it. It requires some time management, right? Time management is the key. So what you really need to do is you do a lot of practice from the end of the chapter questions. You start studying early, and when you sit for your mock test, you practice with the mock test as if these are the real exams. So spending time going through those critical concepts and practicing a lot, I think these are very, very important aspects of preparation for CFA. If you were to interview the most successful people in the world today, you will find that there are few common denominators. They have a big dreams. Second is they are very good human being. And third, which is very, very important, is they say that they are always learning. I think attention to detail is very, very key, not only for CFA program, but also for the career. I think this is some of the trait which is being sought after in this industry, because CFA charter holders looks at and notice those small details and make use of it, and it's very, very vital in terms of when they give you insight, when they give you advice on some investments, or some investment products. And see what CFA does is actually CFA helps us to widen our investment horizon, widen our understanding of the global financial market. It broadens our perspective. It gives me, and it will give you a confidence to whatever work you do. But at the end of the day, I would say, if you pursue your goal, if you do your work diligently, then nobody can stop you. You are definitely going to succeed in your journey. These are some of the things which you can use while you take up the CFA exams. Ethics and integrity are very, very integral part of a CFA and career. I would admit that before getting into CFA, I was not very much aware of it. But once I went through this process, I firmly believe that ethics and integrity is a core of this journey, because once you deal with people money, once you work in a company managing big fund, or once you work with the global corporations, you are definitely going to face an ethical dilemma. But at the same time, that's when you have to maintain your integrity. That's when you have to maintain your ethical morale about it, and you take a decision in the best interest of the client, best interest of the company, not in the best interest of yourself. I would say, if you really want to do great in the finance domain, this is something which you should look for. CFA degree is the gold standard degree for investment and finance related professionals. If you are starting now, I think what you can do is you can start early. You need to be very, very diligent in terms of doing those practice, and you make sure you do enough practice with the end of the chapter questions. and you work on the mock test. One of the important points is also is to make sure you spend like 1 or 2 hours every day before, if you are working. I mean, what I used to do is I used to spend 2 hours every day in the morning before I go to work, and during the weekends I used to spend like 8 to 10 hours on studying. So what it does is actually it helps us to be in the continuation, right? So continuation is very, very important to crack any exams. My background, as you know, it's from engineering. So yes, I didn't have the finance background, but the point here is the passion. So right from the beginning, I had love with mathematics and numbers, right? So during my MBA, when I was considering the different majors like marketing or finance or general management, that's when I decided, the finance is something which I really passionate about. Number is something which I'm passionate about. But after MBA, I realized that I needed to have the wider understanding of the global financial market. That's when the CFA comes in. So it was definitely not a piece of cake for me, coming from the engineering background and taking the CFA. But if you have a passion to do it, if you want to pursue a dream and if you want to give all of it, then nobody can stop you from achieving your goal. That's what I will say. So you just need to have passion, no matter which background you come from, whether it's a finance or non-finance background. But if you have passion to do it, you will be able to do it.